And if you guys want to get me something, I can send you my Temu wish list. I already have 90 items on there.
Holy shit, man!
I discovered it like 2 days ago, and I already have 90 items on it.
Fucking 90-something items? Jesus Christ.
I can share the list, and you guys can see all the random dumb shit that I put on there. Like, there's some
too.
stuff I was like,
I
okay,
mean-
that makes sense. But then there's some that's like, what the fuck, you know?
I also bought like 16 things from Temu when I first discovered it, but I have since stopped because like a couple of things, right? One, clothing item. I know there's a lot of attractive looking clothing on there for very, very cheap compared to like what we have
Yeah.
in department
here.
stores.
Well, I mean, everything everything from Temu, especially if it's cheap, is going to be cheap.
100%.
I'm totally fully expecting that. But
That,
you know.
but also every clothing item that is a very cheap price is going to be made of plastic, polyester.
Mm-hmm.
So do your research on polyester and whether that's like good for what you want, because breathability very bad.
That's fair.
Durability probably okay, very thin. Everything from Temu is not going to feel nice and comfortable like the stuff you get from Target. It's
Right.
going to be
The opposite.
not necessarily uncomfortable per se, but feels really plasticky.
Yeah, it feels
you
kinda
would know
weird. Oh,
the moment you like grab something from that you order from Temu, you're like, oh, this is like really cheap. Where
Yeah, I'm not
Temu
expecting great
excels
quality or anything.
it's stuff like appliances, little ditty around the house,
Yeah.
like stuff, sponge holder that attaches to like the faucet, right?
Yeah, like stuff that doesn't like
that.
necessarily benefit from really great quality, you know?
Yeah.
Before I even go to this, because this is a podcast note.
Do we want to start?
Yeah, I'm about to start it. Hey guys, welcome to the Chucklefux podcast. This is episode 9
Yes.
of the Chucklefux podcast, because we are the Chucklefux podcast. I'm Eric.
It could be 10 as well.
What?
It depends how we cut episode 7.
This is episode 9, possibly parentheses 10 of the podcast. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chucklefux. This is episode 9. Hey guys, welcome back to Chucklefux. This is episode 10.
And we're back. I'm Eric. What's your name? I'm Josh. Nice.
And I'm Jay.
Hey,
And I'm Jay.
where's your attitude?
And I'm Jay. Let me see your war face. That's a good time.
So Eric's talking
yeah,
about Temu, and
so-
he has a little obsession over it right now.
Yeah, one of my topics is that I recently discovered Temu, and I keep having like confidence in how not poor I am, and
So that's what that was.
that's what that was.
So they're intertwined.
They're
then.
intertwined. They're within the
Okay.
same like category. Like Temu, it's a cool site for just random knickknacks and just random shit. Like that looks, it's cool. It's a good time.
I mean, it's built like that.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
what it's supposed to do.
Exactly, and it
It's
does
supposed to make you be like, that looks
looks cool.
unnecessary, but I want it.
exactly, and
You know
it
what
does
it is?
perfectly at that.
It's the TikTok version of a shopping
Pretty
site.
much, yeah.
100%. That's exactly what it is. And it does so well at what it's
just-
meant to do.
It's a better AliExpress because it's not filled with like porn products for the most part.
Is AliExpress filled with porn products?
Yes.
My next obsession is going to be AliExpress.
Like you can like search one thing and then like on the same you can search for like keyboards and then for some reason there's like flashlights on there for some reason.
Nice.
Josh, I'm
What?
sorry to say, I also been on AliExpress a lot.
No, yeah, me too. I built a
that
whole ass
sh-
keyboard out of it.
All that shows up for me is knives. So I'm afraid
So
to
it's
say
tailored.
It's
You've probably been
preference-based.
very specific with your knives. Then I just
Nah,
searched up,
dog.
like,
I
random
think
ass
you've been
shit.
very specific about your flashlights. Oh,
Granted,
man.
on AliExpress, most things that I have bought are knives. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. I haven't bought shit, but I keep thinking, like, I keep believing in just people wanting to give me free stuff or very cheap. Where I was like, man, they won't have like it just gives me $100. So I was like, nice. Oh my guys, some free stuff for $100. But it was like, oh yeah, you have to buy 3 things in order to get this discount or this coupon for $100 off. And I was like, fuck, you know? So I
Hey,
got
if-
quickly defeated by Temu.
if you're listening to this, right?
Temu.
what he just described, combined with what we talked about last episode about how he's helping out someone else house sit, this combination is why he's poor.
Yeah.
This is why he's fat Jesus.
I'm like,
Very nice, very broke, gets crucified in the end.
gets crucified in the end.
That's what
Has
we're gonna
too
do at the
much
end.
faith in the wellness of others.
We're
all
gonna
the
do that
kindness.
at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Once we're done, once we're like done recording, once we feel like that we have nothing to do for the podcast, we're just gonna crucify you for like the last episode.
You guys
That's
better
right.
crucify me with beans. That's a deep fried meme I saw one time, and I really liked it. I thought it was really fucking funny.
We'll
Crucify with
crucify
beans.
you using exclusively Team items. You probably live.
You better
This is
find
like
some
a tiny
fucking.
craw.
You better find some fucking Timu beans. I want to be crucified with beans. There you go. Is this going to be a note dumping episode? I could just knock these out really quick.
Yeah, go for
Or
it.
a lot
Go
of
for
these, or not a lot of these, but some of these. I've already gone through Jay having one volume, Highway Piss. I can't spell medieval.
Did you spell it wrong too?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't spell
Spell
medieval.
it. Spell what you
Did
put
you
in
like
the
spell it
notes.
wrong too in there too?
Spell what the fuck you put in the notes. Do it.
I think you spelled it wrong in the note as well.
No, I
No,
did
that's
that.
the whole point.
Yeah,
You
that's the
can't
whole
fucking
point.
Yeah.
spell it.
Spell medieval.
Say it.
I mean,
Say it.
I spelled it exactly how it sounds.
No, you
Mid, M-I-D, evil, E-V-I-L.
He put me devil.
Me,
He
devil.
put me devil. That's
devil.
what he fucking put. I fucking saw that shit. I was like, what the hell is a me devil?
Oh man. Okay, we'll come back to the one that's there because we might want to cut that out because that might be racist.
Oh, that one. I was looking at that one too right now. I was about to bring that up.
Before we do that, can I really quickly go over my racist dad? So
But that was a topic too. I was about to bring that up too.
My-
Your dad's racist joke.
my dad's racist. It caught me completely out of the left field. He was talking to one of our coworkers, and we're working on the same project together. And then out of nowhere, he started fucking taking shots at black people, and I'm like, "Yo, whoa, he's going for it!" And he said,
Nice.
"He said, do you know why gorillas didn't evolve any further?"
Oh my
Bruh,
God.
because they're black people.
No, he said if they evolved any further, they would have had to find a job. I was like,
Bruh.
Holy shit,
my
man.
guy.
Shit, dude.
Holy
Bruh.
shit! But yeah, my dad's racist.
Nice.
Keep
I'm also kind of racist, unfortunately.
no.
The next one is like Main Street life. Like that must suck living on a main street.
Yeah,
like
always having cars drive
leave-
by every day.
Yeah,
Fuck
cars
that.
driving by, like a bunch of shit happening on the road.
There's probably street races too,
Oh, it's a bunch
occasionally.
of, yeah, there's just like a bunch of shit that just happens. That's just like a small one.
Granted,
Weaponizing
probably
our.
if you buy like a pair of binoculars, you see some shit out there.
You don't. You just look out your window. You don't have to.
Yeah, it's like sloppy Joe, slop o'clock all the time.
Yeah, man. I already talked about weaponizing our patrons. I kind of like that thought went a little farther, and I was like, wait, shit, that almost like actually weaponizing our patrons to like fuck people up. But then we kind of turned it into like weaponizing our patrons in terms of like
Spreading our
yeah,
influence.
spreading the
Last
podcast
episode, yeah.
and the image
Well,
and
okay,
stuff.
here's the thing. Before we fully weaponize our patrons, right, we need
We have to
enough
have any?
members. So we need to recruit first. This is the first step. We're gonna overtake the world.
This is while I was pet sitting or like house sitting. I almost became a Tide Pod kid. I had like a really intrusive thought while washing my clothes. The people that I was pet sitting for had Tide Pods, and I had a really intrusive thought where I was like, I almost threw it in my mouth and started chewing.
I
Like
mean,
it was
if you
like,
don't swallow it.
well, I mean, I didn't start like any part of it, but I was like, Tide Pod. I was like, oh, what the fuck was that? You know, I almost tossed it in my mouth and started chewing. I already talked
It
about
is
Red
very
Bull moving.
chewable, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's a very chewable item.
My parents use Tide Pods too.
I thought you were gonna say your parents used to chew Tide Pods as well. I was like, hey, what the fuck?
It's like High Chew.
Yeah, I guess, man.
It's like I used to have 3 sisters, and then one of them ate a Tide Pod.
Now I have 2. And then so hernias, I like actually thought I had a hernia for a second, and so I like spent like a solid like several hours looking up hernias and stuff, and then I didn't think about like looking up pictures, and I looked up pictures of hernias, and I was like, oh, I'm completely fine. I have nothing to fucking worry
yeah.
about. Like I was like, fuck, like my stomach really fucking hurts.
No.
And I couldn't remember from what I think it was the day after that we had the sushi or like we went to Bluebird and stuff.
Maybe.
But I can't think of like why I would have felt like that though. You know, I don't know what it was. But yeah, like my stomach really fucking hurt. I mean, I don't have a hernia, so that's all that matters. And my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. So I'm
no
good.
hernia.
What's notebook entries?
Oh, Notebook Entries is one of those horror games that I was watching, and I really want us to play. I've already seen it, right? Or I've seen a lot of it already, and it's really, really good. It's really good. At least like from what I saw. I would like so there's this guy that I watch on YouTube called like he has a couple different channels because for whatever reason.
Mr. Beast?
No, it's Juicy, like big juicy fruit snacks, like Juicy is like his like brand is like around Juicy.
Juicy
Right?
J?
No, just
With
Juicy.
Katy Perry,
Juicy
Dark Horse?
butt cheeks. No, I'm just kidding. No, Juicy played Notebook Entries. And that was he plays a lot of like indie horror games and stuff, and he's like really into like that community, and I kind of want to get into that community as well.
Okay,
but that game is really, really good. It like has like different like kinds of like art styles with like different.
It would be really cool
really
if we have like an indie game that like nobody fucking looked at, and we're like, this is interesting, and we played it for like a let's play.
Yeah, that's what kind of what I. Well, I mean, because it kind of goes
hard
back
to find those. That's the thing.
Well, it's one, it's hard to find those, and two, it's hard to find a really good one.
Well, here's the thing, because if you're thinking about getting into the community, then you will spend a lot of time in it.
Yeah. Well, like I want to start getting into that, so it doesn't really matter. I just kind of want to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a gun. I'm looking at the game.
What
on
game?
Steam. Notebook Entries. Oh, it's $5.
Is it? Yeah, I totally get it. It's really, really good. Like I said, really want to play that with you guys. Like,
cool.
100%.
Down for that.
Yeah, it's a wild fucking time. But it's really good. So that's what that is. But I want it to be like 100% fresh for you guys, because of course if I play it or whatever, like I'm not gonna.
You're gonna know what to do.
I'm gonna know what to do because it actually is really, really creative.
Okay.
Which I really like about that.
Yeah, the little spookers. They look pretty creative.
Yeah, 100%. There's this picture that I'm gonna put on the in the notes.
Oh no!
It's just the back of the trail mix package that says "guaranteed to be a favorite or your money back." And I was thinking about trying to scam businesses that, being like, "Your fucking product sucks. I want money back." And I just keep buying it over and over and over again. What are they gonna do? Track it? Of course not.
Try it. We should try it.
Thanks, man.
We should try it. I think we should try it.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have?
Your thighs. I guess you hit that one already.
No, my thigh. The remember the shorts that I had to return from Target?
Oh yeah, it was that.
Yeah, there were some shorts that like were way too small for me, or like they felt too small. I think they were in a kid size because I think I bought them from Target, and I think original use is the kids stuff. And so I bought a large, but like I think it is a kid size. So my thigh, like I fit, like my waist and stuff fit, but my thighs were so fucking thick.
How is your thick thigh confident?
What do you mean thick? Like confidence in how thick my thighs are?
Yeah.
Like as in like my thighs being thick is a good thing, or like do I have the thickest thighs? Define thick thigh confidence.
Do you think you have thick thighs?
I think I have very thick thighs.
I mean, if he's able to send his balls a lot, then yeah.
Yeah, I have a very thick inner thigh.
I think we should go to the grocery stores.
What?
I think we should go to the grocery store.
Are you going to have me squish a watermelon with my thighs?
Yes. I think we should find a seedless watermelon around the size of a bag of Welsh fruit snacks, and then we can just have you squish that.
What? What about fruit snacks?
He said like the size, like the size of like the bag of Welsh fruit snacks that he found at that one house.
Oh, the ones that you found. Yeah. I mean, we could try that, man.
Kill the bit. Kill the bit. I was trying to make a joke. Kill the bit.
Yeah, man. Please, let's do it.
Kill it.
The Saudi ghost hunting videos.
I was watching. So when I was house sitting, right, I was watching scary videos, right? You have to watch Saudi Arabian ghost hunters. These motherfuckers are the craziest dudes in like the ghost hunting just concept, right? Like there are some videos of like straight like and like there's no way to disprove these. Like if there are any real videos of ghosts and shit, like actually doing stuff, it's these videos. It's really hard to disprove them because what sometimes happens is that I'm getting goosebumps because I'm like, yo, that was crazy. I'm thinking about a specific video where
We need to watch those.
you have to watch some of them. Some of them are insane. But like there's a couple of them where like the ghost will like repeatedly be like slamming a door. It'll be like doop 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 doop, and the Saudi Arabian will just run up, kick the door open, and start yelling at the ghost. He'll be like, he'll start like, he'll start like praying or whatever he's saying. But like I said, it's really hard to disprove those videos because he'll look around and like you'll see nobody, And if there is like a shadow that he sees, he'll straight for that thing,
That's fantastic.
There's a one video that's in fucking insane where it's like this huge ass like furnace that almost comes flying at the guy. You know what I mean? There's no way because you can see hear. You can see and hear the weight of that thing. So there's no way that like one person like moved it, and there's no way that if there were multiple people, like he kept the camera there and he saw it move and stop. So it was like, bro, and then he ran towards the fucking thing and went around it to see if there was anyone behind it, and there wasn't anybody. I was like, yo, this is insane. It's insane, dog. It's so crazy.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like a magic show, but happening in the middle of the night with a shitty camera angle.
No, 100%. It's like it's. I'm like
That's
the black
amazing.
dude watching magic for the first time. I'm like, whoa, yo, what the fuck? Because it's crazy. Like if it was like
Oh
a
my
Mexican
God.
dude, we'd be fucking gone. But these crazy Saudi Arabians are fucking suicidal. They just go towards these fucking doors, kick them open, and they start yelling at the thing.
You think they have like so much faith in the protection of their Lord that you're just like, fucking do it.
Yo,
I dare you. Like they know for sure that their version of Jesus
100%.
fucking got him.
No, that's
so they just
100%.
go for it,
If there is ever going to be like proof of one, like the afterlife, or two, like like the gods or whatever, or any kind of religion, it's gonna be those motherfuckers because they I've never heard of any of them dying or anything like that. They have so much fucking faith, or they just have the fattest fucking balls in the entire world. Like those things are just dragging on the floor like 10 feet
just,
behind
like,
them, dog.
So deeply believe in their religion that like if something happened, they're like, my Lord's got me.
My Lord's
ain't
got me.
Shit
like
on
they're
this.
like, I want to fucking tackle this motherfucker, and my Lord's got me.
They're
He's
probably
chilling.
fucking football body slam a demon if they ever seen one.
Oh my god, it's
They practically
insane.
have like the force on their side.
Yeah, no, it's insane. You guys have to watch that kind of shit.
It's like, by the power of the Lord, fucking runs at them bare hand.
It's insane. I cannot express how crazy, because I've seen like a lot of like different like ghost hunting videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And like some of them are good because like they are freaky, but like almost all of them can be faked. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's really, really easy because they're kind of just, oh my God. And then some of them run towards them, but it's like, there's not like a whole lot going on.
I think when we watched the Indian house, that one was pretty realistic.
Which one?
It was like a small apartment, and then like
It was a
little
night where
Indian
we were
family.
just watching scary videos.
Yeah.
And the
was
Indian
during that
family,
time.
the Indian dad would just run into the middle of the living room to see what's happening and then run back because he's fucking terrified.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they played like some prayers, they saw like maggots all over the floor.
Yeah. Like
I felt like that one was like pretty realistic.
Yeah, I know. Like I mean, like that, but he's not like a ghost hunter or something like
No,
that.
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm talking about like the ghost hunting like communities, right?
people that actually
Like,
go
the,
out
like,
of their way
Yeah,
to-
the ones that like form teams and then they go like to like a random house or whatever. Like these guys are just in a random fucking like abandoned place that could be haunted, and they're just going in fucking insane. And they
we
live stream this stuff too, so it's like really, really hard to fake.
Yeah.
Hey, we could cut this out if this happens, but or this happens if we too offensive. But we should find suicidal people that doesn't have any family and just employ them as
Fuck, man.
and just employ them as ghost hunters and just have them do the craziest shit. If they want to die anyways and they don't have anyone to take care of, just fucking go for it.
Look, man, the Saudi Arabians are already there, man. They're already
They're
They got the
taking out
religion on their
jobs.
side.
yeah, they already beat you to it.
No.
But yeah, that's insane. That's like one of like the craziest like videos I've seen. and it's really it was really cool.
This sounds fun.
It's a really fun fucking time. I could watch that forever. I mean, of course, like if you watch a whole live stream, it's kind of crazy. But if you watch like a compilation, it's a fun time through and through. It's such a good time. Okay, what other sorry, go say anything. Oh, I've been catching up on Red versus Blue from Rooster Teeth because we're Rooster Teeth fans.
And coincidentally, they also announced the last season of Red
I didn't
versus
even
Blue.
realize that.
Yeah.
But that was fully coincidental. I was just like, oh, I haven't watched RVB for the longest time. I stopped around like season 4-ish, and I was like, I should watch the rest of it. Like, I probably shouldn't have, honestly. It was not great. Season 6, season 7 were not.
They're not it.
They're not good. You know, season 5 debatable, like sure, whatever. But season like 6 and 7, no, not a good time. And I started watching RVB 0. It is the worst piece of RVB content I have ever seen.
That's a shame.
Like, it's so fucking bad. It like has like some of the original characters, some of them, right? Introduces all these new characters, which is fine. It's fine to introduce new characters, like, you know, kind of like, you know, phase out the old ones. They get old eventually, of course. But like at the same time, like find people that are actually talented at the thing, right? Because like some of the like the line, like the script is absolutely fucking terrible, right? The writing for the story,
non-existent.
it's non-existent. It's dog shit. Season 6 was interesting. They did this thing where they kind of did like a what if kind of thing, right? They were like, oh, what if this happened? What if like they kind of like took characters and put them in alternate story? Yeah. Josh has got fucking shit ton of pillows holding up his head. But yeah, like they did this what if thing where they just took characters, put them in random ass stories, and then kind of just like did whatever. There was one episode that was actually really good, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually really good. And then the rest of it was not. Like nobody asked for like a what if thing. Like they did this thing where they were like they made one of the episodes the death battle episode between like two of the characters, and it's like, I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's cool to have a death battle, but like, who's really asking those questions?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's really asking the question of like, oh, what if like you put this person in a universe? Like, who's doing that? You know, nobody's doing that. And so it was really weird. And then like season 7, they went like fucking celestial on it, and I was like, what the hell is going on? They started playing with time travel, and like it was really crap. I really don't like when shows start to go into time travel after a while to like then just kind of do random shit, and then they kind of like I don't know. It's just.
I mean, I guess that's why they fucking killed it, because they decided, you know.
It still went on afterwards.
They're on
the 20th season, and that's what they're ending on.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, so then they have RBV 0, which I haven't even. I've gotten maybe 4 episodes in, and I don't know if I want to finish it. Right,
Yikes.
But then I saw the trailer for the newest season of RVB. So what they kind of did was they made the last few season, they retconned the last few season, right? Made them not canon and made them as like, because at the very end of one of the last seasons, or like one of the seasons, he's like, they're about to have this huge fucking fight scene. This is spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen RVB, if you haven't seen this season I'm talking about, fuck you. So they're about to have this what, man? It's like, it's old. It's like 5 years old or something.
I like this is our default spoiler warning now.
Yeah.
Hey, if you haven't seen this, fuck you.
Yeah, go fucking see it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have
It's
time
a piece of history, honestly.
Yeah, like honestly, like Red versus Blue was pretty iconic, or like especially around the gaming like community, especially early Halo.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first really good machinimas, if not the first really good machinima that like ever came out.
I think it is the first.
Yeah, so like, and it was the first one to like, I mean, if not the only one that's really been like commercialized and fully like they just went with it, you know. Also to go on to like to shit on like 7 and 0, the animation almost seems like it got worse when like the quality of like the visuals got better, you know, but like the actual animation and the choreography itself got worse. Like it's not interesting to look at. They're just punching each other. But yeah, so towards the end of that season, I'm talking about, like, there's an AI that's with them, and, like, you know, time goes slower for them, but they're about to have this really big, like, fight scene. But, like, since time goes slower, like, the AI is, like, going through, like, all the different scenarios that can happen after they beat this fight kind of thing. And so all the past seasons are justified by, oh, these are just the simulations that the AI ran to offer all the possibilities.
That's so lazy.
Well, I mean, like, how are you gonna?
But yeah.
Like, it's the best way to fix it, quote unquote.
Best way to, like,
Yeah.
do what ifs too,
To do-
if you want to fucking figure that shit out.
Yeah, to kind of just push it to the side and be like, well, I mean, like, this isn't really.
It didn't
canon.
really
Like,
happen.
This didn't actually happen, so we can kind of just push all this to the side. I have no idea how that even ended, but it can't be good, you know.
That's
If they had to
unfortunate.
retcon the whole thing, definitely.
Yeah, if you had to retcon if you had to retcon one season, 2 seasons, like if you had to retcon 3 seasons of a show, it had to be really bad, you know? And nobody was impressed. Nobody was happy about it, you know? Or like the last 3 seasons. And I'm hoping they bring all the original actors back. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Because they kind of switched some of, like, the voice actors, and they just don't do as well of a job, and there's not much of that, like, nostalgia factor. But at the same
Well,
time,
for
it's
a
like,
series like that, it's hard because it's such a long series that many of
Yeah.
the original people already moved on to do other stuff, you know?
yeah,
So it's,
100%.
it's just hard. That's
Yeah.
what happens with,
And
like,
that's why,
a
like,
series
once that
runs for so
happens,
long, you know?
Yeah, and once that happens, you just end it.
Just kill it.
Yeah, just kill it. Like, if it would have ended, like, with the cliffhanger, like, right before they get into that big fight, like, I mean, of course it's unfortunate. We want to see what happens, but at the same time, like, oh well, you know what I mean? At least we wouldn't have gotten the season that we got. That's kind of where I'm at, where I was like, fuck, this sucks. This blows, you know? So...
Sorry.
And we're back.
So many things happen in my brain. Sorry. I had, like, a little bit of a epiphany of, like, oh shit, I didn't realize Kennedy listened to this podcast. So I'm like, holy shit, it's not just Nick anymore. This has stakes.
Kennedy has to like this episode now.
I'm like,
she has to like
no.
she has to like the podcast.
Hi, Kennedy.
Nah, Kennedy.
I didn't realize she fucking listened to the episode. But yeah, that's sank in.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, do you want to add anything to that? I have more, like, things to
Yeah,
to
keep
add
blurring
to
them out, man.
it. Okay, cool.
Going for it.
Oh, also, okay, so I'm gonna fucking shout somebody out. We can bleep this out, like, but
Oh no.
the Instagram handle what_r_fries. How the fuck did you get Dude Wipes to follow you? This is some random bitch that's just chilling. I think, if I remember correctly, she has an OnlyFans. Whose dick did she suck to get Dude Wipes to follow her? What do I need to do to get Dude Wipes to follow us on Instagram?
You gotta use our OnlyFans, man.
I guess, clearly.
We gotta
If
show
I
your
tell them that
asshole
we ha-
first using
What?
dude wipes.
I just Yo, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, though. Yo, we have to do that now. But yeah, I was
Record it
really-
yourself. We're not gonna go in there with you.
What?
Record it yourself.
What do you mean?
He meant like us as a podcast, I think, but no.
No, you guys
absolutely
are
not.
doing
We're
it with me. You're gonna
No.
wipe my
No.
ass with the Dude Wipe.
No.
Or
Record
no,
it by
we could do
yourself,
this.
man.
We could do this. We could all take shits outside and then like take a video of each other wiping our own asses.
We're all
with
lined
Dude
up like
Wipes.
wiping our asses with dude wipes.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I have to do to get
Yes.
Dude Wipes to follow us or to follow me specifically,
Here's
but
an
I
idea.
want to
Here's
do
an
it.
idea. Reach out to that Instagram handle and ask them.
You're absolutely right. I'm gonna do it.
That's
Okay.
OnlyFans trick, so it
just
should be easy.
You're
Just
right.
a segue really quick, right? I was looking for like whether a subreddit's already called Chucklefux, and I looked up Chucklefux on subreddit.
Is that
And-
the one in your notes?
Yeah.
Okay, got
And
it.
there's a guy called u/Chucklefux.
So there's a guy named, so we lost it already.
well, no,
He lost the Reddit account.
He didn't use an X. He used FUCKS.
Oh, so there's still a chance.
Okay.
So there's still
Cool,
a chance for
nice.
us either way.
we should
But-
make it quickly.
Yeah, we should.
But I was like,
Nick, get on it.
I got really.
Nick, make a subreddit. It's just you. We'll join later. You
Nick,
gotta
this is
make it yourself. Make all the memes.
Like, this is the first act as a terrorist for Chucklefux. Make a subreddit.
Yeah, good.
But I got really interested in what that guy is about, so I looked into him, right?
Oh, no.
He is in a lot of stuff. He's in a lot of weird stuff. He's like borderline kind
Rapist?
of weird guy. He's into...
I mean, most
Porn?
Reddit users are really weird.
He's into like gaming stuff. Some of the stuff that he's into is really interesting. I forgot to see it, but he also regularly comments on some like political shit.
Oh.
Nice.
Talks shit about some other stuff. It's
He represents the political opinions of Chucklefux as a podcast.
I'm not sure about that, man.
well, I haven't looked into how wild some of his stuff is. But
I will.
did in fact reach out to him with my Reddit account,
What?
and I'm like, hey man.
Can we have this?
Oh no, I didn't say that, but I was like, "Hey man, my friends and I run a podcast called Chucklefux, so I'm a fan of your name, man." And I just wanted to see if he would respond. I would just try to like poke shit at him and just like see what happens, you know. Never responded to me.
No.
Well, not yet. Anyways, it's only been like a week and a half, so
It's
we'll
not gonna
see where
happen.
that goes. He's probably not gonna
It's probably
respond.
not
Never gonna
happen.
do it.
Yeah.
Yo, there's like multiple Chucklefucks out there.
Well, only one of them has karma under their name, which means they're the only one that provided content in terms of comment or post.
Is there
So
do
go
any
for
of them
that.
have an X on it?
No, it has an underscore at the end.
Good.
Alright,
Fuck.
let's
But
see
yeah,
if
the guy with the highest karma is the guy. He's doing some shit.
The
Nice.
first one is a meme that says, "Lube is just sauce for eating ass, Sun Tzu."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Very good.
Oh, he's into Binding of Isaac, Minecraft, Starbound, TF2, D&D.
Yeah, he's into some stuff.
He's relatively new. He's only been on for like 2 years.
Well, no matter how new he is, he's not responding to me, so we're sacking his ass. Get the fuck out of here. You don't represent shit.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck him. What a piece of
Very
turd.
good. Very good.
All right, time to see his comments.
There are a lot of times where I'm home and Josh is home where Josh will not realize that I've been watching him game for at least 20 minutes. he's so absorbed in like whatever he's doing that I'll like stand like at his door, not in the door frame, but like really close to his door, and he won't even notice that like I'm
Bro, I'm having a
watching.
good time, man, playing.
You're clearly are. You're chilling. You're laughing to yourself. You're having a grand old fucking time. But I'm watching you, dickhead. Yeah, there's a lot of times where you'll have your door open and I'll like just kind of come out, or I'll come out of the shitter or whatever, and you won't hear that I've left or like gone anywhere, and I'll just sit there and watch you for a bit just to see how long it would take you to do it. And the longest it's ever been, like before I gave up. Right? It was 20 minutes. Like, you still never looked at me. I was like, man, like, if I was just like some random guy, he's fucking dead. He would die first, you know? He would fucking die. That's it, you know? So
Well,
imagine if I was.
when I'm home alone, I'm more cautious. I usually have like one headphone off and I'm like listening out. But if it's like me and you, then why should I care?
Yeah, but like, what if one day I just decide to rape you?
Oh, better fucking remember that shit, Josh.
I'm closing the door from now on if that's the case.
I'm going to have a camera. So there's that one.
I gotta look at my gifts that you give me from now on.
Good. We were never supposed to live this long. I don't remember. I don't know where I was going with that, but
I also don't
could,
know where you're going.
I can still
agree.
attest to that.
I agree.
Yeah, we were never really supposed to live this long. We're fucking stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Do I have anything else? I'm sure you have a bunch of notes that we haven't even touched on.
I mean, I have a couple of stuff, but they're all quick notes now. All of my big notes are kind of like gone.
While you find that, Josh,
What?
would you rather have the world think you're gay because your girlfriend looks like a dude, or everyone sees your girlfriend?
He's gonna pick the second one.
Sorry, wait.
He's gonna pick the second one. Here's where the
Oh,
real
okay.
game
Or
begins.
the second one is that like your girlfriend is a dude, but you think like you fully 100% believe is a girl, but everyone tells you it's a girl.
You just described a fanboy.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick the second option.
So is the second option is that?
Mm,
But the first
Why would
one
you
is
fuck a girl that looks like a dude?
what? Well, how much of a dude does she look like?
So that everyone fucking thinks
uh,
enough to make everyone think you're gay. Oh no! Here's where the
So
Oh,
so
no.
before you answer this, I'm gonna like quick fire like a couple other really small notes.
Yeah,
I
go for it.
posed
Let me
this
think about it.
question to while I've been working.
Really?
with him. Yeah, I posed this question to and I think he like did the whole I think he did the one where he would rather his girl like everyone think that his girl's a dude. You know, everyone think that he's gay because his girl looks like a dude, but she's actually a girl.
Like
And
what?
then-
Like everyone else thinks that she's a dude, but I can still like I can still see her as a girl.
No, she looks like a dude enough that everybody fucking thinks you're gay. I think that's what he meant.
Okay.
It's kind of where I'm going.
So she looks like a dude.
So she just really looks like a
She
dude.
looks like a
Yeah.
dude so that everyone thinks you're... It's so much so that everyone thinks you're gay.
Yeah, and then,
I go
like,
for the
you're-
second one.
Sorry.
I go for the second one.
You go for the second
Yeah.
one? Okay, and also, I want this so that...
See, Joshua is a slight straight, a shadow straight. A shadow straight.
Bro
He's true
straight.
He's a true straight.
So I would like you to censor his name every
Yes.
single time I say it, but instead of with the beep, I want you to put a quack.
Oh, you want that?
Yeah.
Is that what? Is that why you asked you to question?
I want it to quack.
It's all for that.
And I've also
It's all for dumb bitch. It's also you can censor out this name for quack.
and I've also gotten to the point where that I've talked to him so much while I work that we have quiet time now.
Bruh.
We have like designated quiet time where I'll be like, "Am I talking too much? Do you want quiet time?" And he'll be like, "Yeah, man, can we have some quiet time?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, man," and I'll shut the fuck up and I'll like listen to a podcast or whatever and do my thing. He's just so easy to talk to because he just listens and he doesn't tell me to shut the fuck up.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that hurt my jaw.
He tried to eat the mic right now.
Oh, yeah?
Hurt my jaw. Bro, I love blowjobs. Oh,
Bro, job.
like I don't want blowjobs. Like they kind of hurt my they hurt my jaw.
My jaw hurts from doing a blowjob.
Wait, hold on.
Should
Okay,
I
I'm so
talk
sorry
about-
for taking your
No, hold on,
your
this
notes
is
from you.
important.
So we're leaving all this in, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we better fucking leave this in. I want all this shit in.
應該有標喺度。
That's it.
雪種同標都有，我聽日臨走之前同你打個電話，睇下佢通知下，我唔知佢幾時得閒啦。either way 啦，你睇下我幾時要去嗰度，或者佢幾時有人喺屋企同我講聲，我彈過去。
沒有冰淇淋。
Can I just say that your dad sounds like the guy, like the teenage guy in the morning when he's trying to sound sexy when he has his morning voice, like calling a girl. He's like,
What's up, baby?
Yeah, it does kind of sound like that,
let me
doesn't
get,
it?
hey, baby girl.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah, I just woke up.
Just like a low raspy voice, like,
Hey, girl,
My-
what you doing?
my throat's all fucked
Where's your
up.
dad at?
give me your dad. I'm gonna fuck him. I'm gonna treat him real nice.
Gonna
I
make sure
want
that
you,
dad
I want
can't
you,
walk
Dad.
straight for the next week or so.
Yeah, I'm gonna show your dad a good time, baby girl. Don't worry. Yeah. All right. Were you gonna say something, Josh?
I was gonna talk about the chocolate man.
Talk about
Chocolate?
Chocolate Man. Go.
You had this note this entire time.
Huh?
I totally forgot about the chocolate
Yeah.
man. Go ahead with the chocolate man.
It's
And then
just-
Josh, everything else is you with your notes. Unless you have more notes that you want
No,
to
that's it.
okay,
Okay.
chocolate man.
It's about the shorts guy that just makes like large ass chocolate sculptures. Have you gotten that guy before?
Is it the Italian man that has
Yeah.
fucking classical music playing while he does all his shit?
Pretty much.
Does he make like a dragon that looks like a penis? With the same
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, that's the guy.
guy? Nice.
For like the first beginning 2 minutes of the video, he was making a penis. And then at the end, it was a
It's my like, oh shit, wow.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I just thought how amazing that guy is. Like how difficult it is, like actually work with chocolate compared to like like you know how, like there's like the cake thing where it's like, oh, I made something realistic.
Do you actually? Nice.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
So like there's the cake trend where people are like, oh, I can make this out of cake, but I feel like cake is easier to work with since.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't like melt in your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If he's like using tempered chocolate, which I'm assuming he probably is.
It's usually tempered, which is stronger, but it's like could really melt.
Yeah, it's easier to melt and stuff.
Like how you can make something so big and not like have it melt by the end of it. Where the fuck does he put off his sculptures afterwards? Like, golly, that's insane talent.
Is that like orders that he does, or is he just like have all this free time and all this fucking chocolate that nobody cares about to like just start fucking with? You know?
I don't know. But do you know what is interesting?
Your mom.
How you know? No, I had a phase back then of like watching like Asian street food, like seeing how like they prepare food like out there, like they just like grab like a live fish and then just disintegrate them for the most part.
Yeah. I like watching. So this might get a little nasty, but do you like watching like pimple popping videos?
I don't go out of my way to look for it.
I get in very, very rare moods where I'm like, I want to watch some like pimple popper, like acne removal, blackhead removal, like videos and stuff.
That's fair.
There's like just like the ones where they're just kind of like scooping shit out. The ones where it's like fucking shooting pus out, like
yeah, I hate those.
Every once in a while, like it's rarer than my already rare mood to like watch them. I watch them like once every 3 or 4 months or whatever.
Like my mom and my sister, they're love that shit. They watch that TV show Dr. Pimple Popper. They love watching that.
Yeah, there's
like, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna watch this like while we're eating dinner." I'm like, I don't want to fucking see this.
Yeah, they're like, so I'm cool with like a lot of the acne stuff.
Yeah,
but then there's like the lymph node like removals and stuff where it's like actually like surgery and they're like cutting shit. And I'm like, I can't watch that. That
shit's nasty.
That shit's nasty. 100%.
I wanted to go into like the street food thing since you wanted to bring that up last time we recorded with Jaden.
I wanted to bring up street food?
Or like how they kill the animal on spot.
Oh, yeah.
To like prepare it.
Right.
Yeah. I wanted to bring that up, but
he's gone.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
He's shitting all over the place right now.
The one that you were confused about. What is it? Siu Bao?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Suo Diu.
Suo Diu, yeah. So that is a dish. I have to look it up. I can't remember exactly what it is. Suodiu.
Suck and throw away?
It's a dish. It's a Chinese dish, I guess, that is.
It looks like beans.
No, it's pebbles, like rocks. Oh. So what they do is they'll like cook like pebble rocks.
And did you just suck on it and spit it out?
Yeah, like they'll throw like a bunch of different spices and stuff, make it spicy and like nice and tasty or whatever it is, with like a bunch of herbs and like oils and stuff, and they'll like cook it on the rocks.
Yeah.
And then they'll just give that to you, and the point of it is to like suck on it and then
spit it out.
Yeah, and spit it out. But like the video that I watched was like the guy was like saying like, hey, like the point of it, they were like the person who was buying the suodiu, they were like, oh, you know, like he was like, what do I do with the rocks afterwards? And he was like, yeah, you just suck on them and you can take them home if you want. And if you want to make your own like version, like go for it. Did you shit yourself? Nice.
Good job, man. We're talking about suodiu.
What?
Suodiu? Do you know suodiu?
No.
The rock like dish, the rock food, rock street food.
Rock street food?
Yeah, rocks.
It's stir-fried rocks. What? Where you just suck on it and then you spit it out right after.
This is a Chinese thing, bro. Come on.
Yeah, how you not know this, man?
Guys, I'm so sorry. I will never leave the podcast while we're recording again.
What the fuck?
I don't know what the fuck happened. We left at sharing notes and we're back at sucking rocks.
This is part of the notes.
What do you mean we're back at sucking rocks? We never left and we never... Yeah.
We're talking about suodiu this whole time while you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, you're right. We're talking about suodiu. So, do you want a picture, man?
You know, sure. What is happening?
They look like beans.
Here you go. So what do you?
Wow, they're actually just fucking rocks. Holy shit!
It's rocks that you like suck on,
and you
then
spit them out
you
after
spit
all the
them out,
flavor is gone.
And if you want to keep the rocks, you can keep the rocks to sanitize them, wash them, and then you can make your own version. Take them home, make your own version.
I think you'll like it, Jaden, based off your bottom feeding tendencies.
Honestly, I think if I were to try to have this thing,
See,
I would probably try to eat it.
This is how you know China's been a country that's lived through a lot of famines. People fucking suck flavored rocks.
I mean, there's that country in the Middle East where they eat rocks, or it's like clay.
But that's like a sickness, though.
Is it?
Well, didn't you tell me that it was a sickness? It was like PQ or something?
Pika?
Pika?
I'm sorry,
PQ?
guys. The pan's burning up. I'm gonna kill this. I must kill this.
Pan?
You guys been cooking too long.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
The rocks have been cooking for like 2 minutes. Yeah, man. Do you want to go through your notes and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of my notes are.
Do you want to talk about the birdisms in this house?
Any of my notes were interesting and worth talking about?
Oh, almost Palm Springs trip. I was working. I got on the freeway. I was going home. And I figured out I went the wrong direction. And I went the wrong direction for 15 minutes. I almost went to Palm Springs if I didn't went like... I was going on the 10. No, sorry. I was going on the 60, going to the east. And I was like, oh, cool. This is... It was like a couple of the streets that we have at work. It was... Yeah, there was Haven. I was like... Oh,
You went to Haven?
Yeah, I was
Holy
like, oh, hey,
shit.
it's Haven. I was like, hold on a second. Haven... Huh.
Like,
So
wait
if
a fucking
Haven
minute.
wasn't there as a street, I might have fucking went to Palm Springs that day.
Your cape.
Mystery clacking sound. Okay, so this is
right.
This is not a one-time occurrence. This has happened multiple times before. I never paid much attention, but when I was walking, and I heard like you know when stones crack together and it kind of ran like donk, cracker sounds. It ran like
Yeah.
right. So I heard that each time I took a step, and I was like,
It was his balls.
I believe that's the spirit of my balls cracking, because like what happened was I'm trying to figure out what the cracking sound is. So I was like, must be something in my pocket. So I took out everything in my pocket. I'm completely bare of anything. I don't have a belt on. It's one of these this string pants. So
It
there's
was like, straw shows his dick.
straw. No, I have no belt. I have nothing. My shoes are not made of any sort of like leather. They're cloth, and I walk, and I still have the sound. I have a video recording of this. On the video recording, it doesn't sound like cracking as much. It sounds like it's what's it called? It sounds like gravel, like I'm walking on gravel. But if you could see the video, I'm walking on solid concrete. I don't know where this comes from, but it happens once in a while. I can't explain it. You hear that?
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. I don't have anything in my pocket at this point. I took everything out. I have nothing. I'm walking on solid ground. I have shoes that are made of cloth.
You have your bag on you?
No, I don't have my bag on me. I have my tool bag, but I dropped my tool bag after I try to figure out what the fuck it is. I can't figure it out. I'm convinced it's the spirit of my fat fucking nuts just cracking. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Does it still happen?
I don't. It happens
was it one time?
irregularly. I don't know when it happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. But it's always cracking sounds of stones, and I can't figure out what the fuck is happening.
You should keep track of what clothes you're wearing.
Yeah, like
to see.
what you're wearing.
Maybe it's something with my clothing, but I can't really think of any reason that
Maybe
would
it's like a
make that
drawstring
noise.
thing.
What kind of drawstring would make that sound? It's cloth.
Like the little
the little ends of the drawstring.
The little stringy boys.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
the aglets of the drawstring.
as it turns out, I wasn't wearing drawstring pants. I have these exact pants right now if you want to see them. So it's cargo pants.
Oh,
Cargo?
So
right.
it has a button. It doesn't even have drawstrings. It has a button to
And
like...
there's nothing in your cargo pockets?
Nope.
And this happens irregularly anywhere?
irregularly anywhere without that much patterns. Every once in a while, I would say around like a couple months once. Like it's never a big enough issue where I pay attention to it and record this.
Okay.
But it just happens. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like the next time it happens, like in this house, you guys are present. By all means, I need to investigate this. I don't know what is happening.
Maybe
it can't
it's-
be the spirit of my balls. My balls are not that hard.
You got the clacking demon around
Maybe
you.
it's one of your teeth.
I got a little pebble in there. It's just rocking around in the hollow bit of my tube. It's traveling in the Grand Canyons, man. It's rolling around there.
I can't think like.
Little do we
maybe
know, it's just like
headphones or something. Maybe you're
no,
like
he has
wearing, like,
nothing. He took everything out.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's headphones, you guys wouldn't hear it in the recording. It would just be like on me.
Yeah, he has wireless headphones
It's not
as well.
me that's hearing it. It's in the video as well, so it's physically there. It's not me.
No, I'm saying like maybe you're wearing headphones like over your shoulder and they're like.
No, he
I
has
don't use
wireless.
that. I have wireless.
I don't know. Can't think of what it would be.
Me neither.
Do you have like those
Kidney songs?
those are like if those are fucking dicking around in your stomach
You
or in
need
your
surgery.
body, you need help. You need more than teeth. Maybe you have like because it sounds like those those pebble magnets, like you like slap it together and like
Yeah, it does sound like that, doesn't it?
maybe you have like some of those somewhere, like really
He
small
doesn't
ones.
though.
Not
No.
on me.
Well, I guess they wouldn't like keep clapping
Well, 'cause
afterwards.
No, yeah,
Once
it would
they
just do it
clap,
once and
they
that's it.
Yeah.
Is it my cheeks? Do I have hard ass cheeks? What's happening? I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What-
I can't think of like a reason that would happen. Maybe it is your fucking fat nuts.
I don't know. It must be some sort of spirit nuts that
This
keep
is
hanging
Spirit
around.
it's his nuts like coming off of his thighs.
It's his nuts having an out of body experience. It's his nuts astral projecting.
Maybe this only
He's
happens when
unsticking
I'm
his
wearing
nuts.
hip boxers. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anything else?
I have regulation feet.
Oh, you're size 12 feet.
Yeah,
What?
I have regulation feet. My foot, including the shoe, is exactly 12.5 inches. So if I take off my shoe, I bet my foot is exactly 1 foot.
That's cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, there's no bit to that. That's literally my foot. I have the most average regulation foot, my guy.
Oh my god.
Nice, man.
You're talking about his dead end topics. You have a shit ton of dead end topics as well.
Me? Or him.
Him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I don't talk, I don't bring them on a fucking podcast. I just didn't expect us to all note them. So I
Yeah,
just
well,
went
that's the
for
point.
it.
That's what we're dumping them
that's
for.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
There's a couple of shorts that I have on here. I didn't really want to bring these up. I don't remember what they are. So I'm going to watch them really quick just in case. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I remember
Wait,
what this is.
how do you skip about that topic?
What?
The
What?
great filter.
Oh, okay. So
That's actually an interesting one that we skipped.
right. So my thought I was having while I was shitting one time. I don't remember where I was or where I was shitting.
Hey, don't laugh. The throne is where all great idea or
Yeah, it's when we go into the thinker pose.
Yeah. So I was thinking that remember, okay, so we're talking about the great filter, right? If you don't
Yes.
know what the great filter is the idea or the theory that there are like certain filters, certain stages of life that all sentient life goes through, right? That kind of filters out intelligent life to kind of just weed out the weak ones or the ones that don't really. It's kind of just like another like theory for evolution.
It's
but
another Darwinism thing.
yeah, but it also adds like technology into it versus just like genetic whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that one of the theories, this partakes in one of the theories that we might be the only ones in the galaxy because we're the only ones that got this far, right? So the theory also states that we might have gotten, if we're the ones that have gotten the farthest, then there is another stage, there is another level to the filter that we have not realized yet, and that we could be like the only ones for millions of years that will ever experience this, and we might be wiped out from it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that maybe the internet is that thing. Like maybe other like civilizations have gotten as far as we have, but
It just
maybe
weaned it out.
like they were weeded out, right? But we're the only ones that will face the great filter of the internet.
Right.
Because if like you think about it, right, like cybersecurity, cyber attacks, if like we start shutting down like electric power grids and stuff. And if we fuck each other up enough, like we'll be stuck without power for a long time. And if there's no one to like regulate like nuclear sites, if those are also on the like electric power grid, which I don't know, but if those aren't regulated or they're not being taken well care of,
so
that could totally completely end the entire like the Earth.
So you're entertaining the idea that like the internet or like the advancement of information.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the like accessibility of information and the accessibility to control different systems via the internet
Yeah,
could be our next downfall or could be the next sentient life
that's interesting.
downfall. Because with like the age of like AI and shit like that,
Yeah.
like that could be one of the levels, you know, and that could
Yeah.
be accessed through the internet. You know, if an AI becomes so intelligent that it goes through the
Yeah.
internet and fucks everything up,
But maybe like a fucking Terminator happened and Skynet happens, but the AI themselves are not able to sustain themselves because they don't have like an ego. So over time they just die. They just fuck everything up, and
Yeah.
then over time all the machinery will just kill itself.
all
because it will
machinery
run
just
out
kills
of
itself.
power.
But even then, even if it did have a way to like regulate itself, if it was able to finally, if we mastered robotics, right,
Right.
and AI were able to like control those robots,
Right.
and then could sustain itself from that, like that still means that all sentient
Well,
life is gone.
So based on like
That's if they fuck us
based
up.
on like
Yeah.
our knowledge of AI right now, right? AI only serves a purpose. So for example, all the stuff that like rogue AI stories most of the time happens with them misunderstanding a purpose that there's like maybe you're supposed to protect something, and then like the whole thing with Skynet being basically a cyber security system. Right.
Yeah.
So you guys know about the Skynet in Terminator and how like it basically ate itself.
Yeah.
No.
So Skynet is made as a cybersecurity thing, and it realizes that the greatest threat to cybersecurity is itself. So it started fucking attacking itself. And
That's kind of like how you were saying was it you that was saying this or somebody else? I think you were saying we were talking about art,
Yeah.
and AI and how it started kind
AI
of like
art
using.
just started
Yeah,
eating itself.
It started
Yeah.
eating itself. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's that idea of I have to protect the internet. Wait, I'm the biggest
Threat.
the biggest threat to the internet because I'm like connected to everything to try to protect it. Therefore, I must end myself, and to end myself, I must end the people that are running me. And that's how fucking Skynet like started, right? And all the Terminator shit was because of that.
I've actually never seen any of the Terminator movies.
They're good, or at least the first few.
Yeah, I mean they seem like interesting concepts and cool.
Yeah, so that concept in itself is insane. But as far as we understand AI serves a
Purpose.
It doesn't have an ego like us for self-preservation. Once its purpose is fulfilled, it no longer has one. So it will just end. So it's like reasonable that the great filter you're talking about, at least in my imagination, right? Protect the humans. Somehow goes wrong. To protect the humans, they basically destroy the humans.
Yeah, because
right?
we're like our biggest threat to each other, to ourselves.
or like something similar to that, or maybe they try to keep us under control, like in the Matrix, where everyone becomes a battery that's technically protecting us because humanity is alive.
Would you consider it's a Matrix situation like a great filter? Like, would that be like the end of like a sentient life?
Not exactly according to the Matrix, because in the Matrix, the AI gain an ego and sentience and wants to survive, and therefore negotiate with Neo and all that shit, right? But theoretically, in my mind, an AI would fulfill a purpose and then just die out. Because an AI is not curious. It doesn't want self-preservation. Its only job is to do the thing that it's programmed to do. So, for example, protect the humans. The humans are the biggest threat to themselves, or maybe the humans are fighting back. They're a threat to themselves in that way because we are their protector and they're attacking us. Therefore, eats itself, kill humanity, objective over. No more humanity, don't protect anything. Fades out.
Right, but that's like the definition that we have for AI right now because it is so limited, right?
Right.
So like it could eventually become so advanced that it would eventually have an ego. I want to talk about Mass Effect really quick.
Oh no, there he goes. Josh, you want to walk away for this one as well? You should do it for the bit. No, he went on the
Fucking
phone.
damn it. I mean, that's the closest thing. Like, whenever he touches his
He
phone,
mentally
we lose
walked
him.
away.
We fucking lost him, dog. So I'm gonna talk about Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
For those of you that aren't familiar with Mass Effect, right? There's a race of there's two different synthetic beings that are considered intelligent and could be potentially sentient, right?
Yeah.
The Reapers, right? And then there's a race called the Geth, right? The Geth, at first is essentially a collection of a bunch of small, really, really small VI programs that create a VI, or like a small collection of VI that create essentially an AI, almost like an artificial intelligence that can think on its own, that has its own self-preservation, that like the more and more programs it has on a platform being like a person kind of thing, the more intelligent it is, right?
Yeah.
And the more intelligence it has, like the more priorities and the more preferences it starts to have. Right? So then it starts to try to self-preserve itself, right? And so the people that created the Geth started becoming afraid because as they were fascinated by how intelligent the Geth like would get on a single platform, they also didn't see them as like people, as like
Living
sentient
beings,
living beings. And so as they got smarter and smarter, their survival instincts became stronger and stronger, or they developed one, right?
Yeah.
And so they eventually like fought their creators and kicked them off their planet. Hey,
Yeah.
chill the fuck out. And they're not
So-
scared of me anymore.
So, like, here's where the real game begins, right? AI, as we are understanding them now, won't progress to that point unless some dumbass motherfucker just went,
Which is
I'm gonna
going
try
to do
to
it.
create it's guaranteed to happen.
100%.
Some dumbass motherfucker somewhere is gonna be like, I'm gonna create a sentient AI. So in that case, right, this is gonna go really deep, right?
Yeah.
So the AI's purpose is to machine learn a better way to fulfill whatever command is given to it. Simple as sweeping the floor, a fucking Roomba, right? The Roomba machine learns the area that it's like vacuuming and learns the area by trial and error until eventually the AI teaches itself the most efficient way to mop the floor,
Yeah.
right? Same principle,
It just
more
keeps
powerful
learning, yeah.
computing thing. Some dumbass motherfucker puts try to gain sentience as like the
As one of its
AI's
goals.
command,
Yeah.
right? AI starts scanning what is sentience in the internet or
Yeah.
in like the entire information webs. And in the beginning, it learns what we think it's a sentient being and what our values are, and then it emulate that. Maybe in the beginning, it's just codes of it trying to absorb as many of our culture and our sentience as possible to basically copy it and emulate it, right? And that would include self-preservation if the AI is good enough. So the thing that you're saying now becomes a thing of, are they just machines that are basically taught to act sentient because that's what we see as sentience? And of course, as a sentient being, if someone's like, you're a machine, you're like, no, I'm not, I can think. Is it just simply copying that response because other people think it? Or is it actually acting that out because they have their own thoughts, right? Then the fucking lines start getting blurred at that point, because if the AI is so good at imitating what we see as sentience that we can't distinguish it from actually being sentience, are we getting fooled? Are they just things that are like emulating life? Are we just things that are emulating life? Are we the same thing? Like, do we have a purpose? Are we doing this because we're thinking this? Or are we doing this because we're not necessarily machined programmed to do this, but genetically programmed to do this? So maybe we're the same shit. And then at that point, you're like, oh, then maybe they are a routed race.
Right. You want to add something
Fucking
to that?
sentient robot, baby. You know?
No.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of the Mass Effect thing, totally could happen. Or maybe like eventually as they become more and more nuanced, they actually start thinking about it. Because we are just, if you think about it, break it down to the very basic logic. we are a series of signals in the brain. So we are a machine. We're just not made of metal. We're made of fucking flesh. And we are just nuanced and complex enough to have all of these thoughts
right
come out of us, right?
so then think about, like,
We're
what the fuck?
sentient bones with
sentient bones
meat
with,
and skin on top.
we get horny.
Yeah.
But also think about, like, how simple a command that's dangerous could be.
Yeah.
Right? It could be
Well,
as simple as get better at your job. Right?
Oh, yeah,
At get better at the
100%.
thing that you do, which is
It's
so
subjective
vague.
to us, but because it's so vague and
She's getting out.
and not precise, that the machine has room to be like, okay, what is better? Define better. Oh, it keeps going. Better has no end. There's
Yeah.
always a better. There's never a best. And
Yeah.
then it just try to do everything. You know?
Yeah. So then, my point for bringing one of the races from Mass Effect up, being the Geth, right?
Yeah.
Would be that, like, the response from quote unquote like organics or like us humans, right? We would get scared of that new type of intelligence that we've almost created, like almost playing God for a second. You know what I
Right.
mean? We've created like something that's almost that emulates curiosity, that's willing and wanting to learn more and more.
Yeah.
You know? So do we like deny that of something that could be so intelligent, or do we let it do its thing, right? Which brings me to the next, like, to the other like version of synthetics in the Mass Effect, which are like the main big bad, the Reapers, right?
Yeah.
They're like a super ancient race, right? Given a task to protect all life in the galaxy, which becomes like, at first it like solved government problems.
Right.
It created unified governments, created great economic systems,
Right.
created world peace, like it
Right.
like bettered relationships between everybody, like throughout the entire galaxy, interspecies relationships. It solved all of that, right? But then it couldn't solve war, right? It couldn't
Right.
solve like order and chaos, right? Like
Right.
in the balance between the two, right?
Right.
To prevent like one race from killing the other completely, its solution was to kill all of them, because that was what it was protect all life was its objective, right? And then it turned into Josh, can you stop fucking little baby from playing with the cable? Its objective turned from like preserving all life to destroying all life, taking all life's essence, and then creating new life from
Putting a
that.
Thanos.
But then, sorry.
Putting a Thanos.
Well, no, not necessarily, because Thanos
Putting a Thanos in Endgame, where it's like, I will destroy the universe to every atom and recreate someone that doesn't even know it got destroyed.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And then like the scary part about like Mass Effect was
Sorry,
that
spoilers
like,
for Endgame.
yeah, fuck you. Also, spoilers for Mass Effect, I guess. Like, fuck you. No, so like, and then like the
Spoilers for JoJo. That also happens in JoJo Part 6.
what?
No.
Okay. Well, fuck. Now I know that. Crap. Yeah, give a shit.
But they
Fuck
do
JoJo.
something differently, though.
Ah, fuck JoJo. But like the scary part about like Mass Effect and the Reapers
Yeah.
is that they like eventually start planting their own technology to like pretty much optimize that system, like letting the
Yeah.
galaxy reset itself to let it advance to the ways that like is easiest for them to
Manage
like to
and preserve
manage
life.
and then sorry.
Like to manage and preserve life.
Yeah, well, to manage life, to let it advance to fast enough,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't have to wait like eons for
Yeah.
like life to restart. It only has to wait like 50,000 years, and
Yeah.
then they just do the thing again, kill everyone, and then just restart. You know?
Yeah.
So that's a good time. It's like something so simple, and like it could totally do its job, and it could
Yeah.
totally
It's like, do your job better. Like
Do your
you
job
said,
better,
like
yeah.
how far does that go, right?
yeah, like preserve organics. Like where does the line end? You know?
Right. Like you're still preserving organics, but they're just basically farming them at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy to think about.
But yeah, so like all that being like one of the levels of the great filter, you know, either
Yeah.
like if you want to separate AI and
Or I mean,
the
technically,
internet.
what you just described with the Reaper, that's a great filter. the Reaper is the filter.
100%,
Like when
yeah.
it gets advanced enough to have intergalactic war,
Yeah.
fucking wipe them out. That's the great
100%.
filter. There you go.
Yeah, like even if we were to separate it from Mass Effect, right? To bring
Right.
Josh back into the conversation.
Huh?
Hi, Josh.
Hey Josh. If you like the moment that we meet aliens, 100% a great filter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like that could end.
We're fucked.
It's either we're fucked because we meet the wrong like civilization,
Yeah.
and like then it becomes a dark forest theory where since we're like broadcasting our location and like
Yeah.
everything we do to the rest of the galaxy, or at least like the nearby solar systems, like everyone else is either like, oh yo, we don't want to do that, like we're not fucking retarded like these guys.
Yeah, it's like
I
walking
mean-
down the hood going like, yeah,
I got
that's
money.
where I am. I got resources. We are happy. Look, we have music.
I
And
mean,
then
we
everyone
pretty
is
much
just
put
like,
ourselves out there by sending out a semen rocket into space.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
You don't know about that?
Wait, no. So, say what you said before that. Something about what?
I'm saying that we're pretty much putting ourselves out there, like in
Oh, yeah.
space in general, just like
Yeah.
by putting a semen rocket. Be like, we have a shit ton of life on this planet, so that means we have resources.
Yeah,
no,
pretty much.
100%.
Come at us, bro.
I mean, for any life to like get to the point where it's like sending shit into the galaxy,
They have to have an abundance of resources.
abundance of resources,
Yeah.
or at least enough resources for them to do that. You know?
Or in the dark forest theory, it would be like, oh, it's still a new enough planet where they're optimistic about outside life. That means they're an easy target,
Yeah.
and
they're
they get
don't-
fucked up.
100%.
It's like getting fucked up in jail when you
Yeah.
walk and you're like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And
And
you
you
get
get
the shit
absolutely
beaten
shit
out of you. Yeah.
And then afterwards, you're like, bro, I don't want to talk to anybody anymore. Kind
I'm
of
not
thing.
messing
Yeah.
with anything. I'm just us by ourselves. We don't want to fucking look at
Chilling.
anyone else.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like that. That's dark forest theory.
Yeah.
But see, here's also like another thing, right? People that argue against dark forest, it's like we
What
have
are the arguments
evolved.
against it, though? You know?
Okay, here's the
Versus,
thing.
like, are the arguments that there's nothing out there?
No. So here's the argument, right? If it's a dark forest theory, right? And we started sending our stuff. It's addressing the fear of the dark forest theory, where like us sending ourselves out there, we get absolutely fucking shit on. People say that, hey, look, we evolved in such a way that we fight each other and like we're carnivores and like we fucking do all this shit. We hunt things, we eat things, we kill things to survive. What if everything that we know that is common sense doesn't apply to the other planet?
I see what you're saying.
And
yeah.
they're like a race that is completely against like
our
killing
way.
or against if they're like peaceful. Maybe it's fucking.
Oh,
Avatar.
I saw that short.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it.
where we're like really primitive, like our way
Yeah,
of
where
thinking
we're
is
Yeah.
super primitive
yeah.
and like they see us and it's like, man, you guys are really fucking each other up. It's like
Yeah.
You guys really hate your Earth or whatever planet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's like us seeing people fucking try to heal each other in the civil wars. We're like, holy shit, you're just sawing his leg off. Jesus Christ, But to
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
that's like logic. To us, that's fucking crazy, Maybe it's
Yeah.
the same shit. Are we basically projecting by thinking that we're gonna get destroyed? Are
Yeah.
we seeing the reflection of our violent selves in other species that are completely unrelated to us? And this is like linking it back to the AI thing, right? The way that we know AI learns now, it draws from stuff that already exists. So it only knows what we know and build on top of that. So theoretically, if we are a peaceful and perfect society, robots wouldn't fucking kill people. Robots would fight each other on Twitter and try to cancel each other, right? So an AI going wrong, it's a direct reflection of what is wrong with us.
right.
If you think about it, because an AI can only see and know what we know, and if we figure ourselves out and got our shit together, then they wouldn't turn out shitty like us, So in the event where we're a perfect race, AI will be fine because it will be learning off of us, and since we're
Right.
good, they're
But-
good.
So think about this really quick. Say if AI completely gets its information, right, from things like the internet, right?
Right.
There's also the dark web, right?
That's what I mean.
It can-
Reflection
it can-
of us.
Yeah, 100% would be a reflection of us.
Right.
But imagine all the information that's on the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is one entity knowing the entirety of the internet, knowing
Yeah.
everything that's there. There's
Yeah.
no one like person that could know that. So imagine one entity knowing the entirety of the internet all at once, right? And like, of course, there's like some pretty fucked up, like there's deep fried memes, and we have really fucked up like dumbass
Beans
fucking-
meme. That's why we gotta fill the AI with beans. That's how we win. We gotta fill it with some
AI only
beans.
Yeah.
knows about stuff related to beans. It's an expert on bean holes. It's an expert on finding beans at 2 a.m.
Yo, we gotta make a bean
Mexican
hole.
AI. What?
We gotta make a bean hole.
You're right. You're right.
We do have to make a bean hole.
But yeah, so like imagine it, like it
Bean
knowing
eye.
like everything that's
Bean
there. Oh man. But
ABI, artificial bean intelligence.
artificial being RBI. Yeah.
You good, man?
Abby.
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 Artificial bean intelligence.
We gotta get on that. We gotta make artificial bean intelligence.
You're right. You're right. Hey,
What is
Abby.
my purpose?
how
to
do I-
learn about beans.
Oh
How do I
my
make a
God.
bean hole?
What?
How do I make a bean hole, Abby?
Abby, what's the best way for me to make pinto beans?
In 3 a.m.
Fuck.
Abby,
Yeah.
Just goes
time
deep
is it?
fry.
It's bean o'clock. It's always bean o'clock.
What time is it? Bean o'clock.
Bean o'clock. It's always bean o'clock for you, Abby. Yes, please end my existence.
No. It's bean o'clock right now.
But yeah, like just imagine like having all the knowledge of the internet, because I mean there is some like knowledge and information to be gained, and there is all the stuff that is shared on the internet, like
it's
cloud
fucked up.
drives.
Right.
Like there's so much fucked up shit that the AI could learn and see from, you know?
We'll get an AI that would commit genocide and then laugh at deep fried memes right the next second.
It like kills all the Jews because there's so many people that make jokes about Jews.
Hitler
so it
beat.
thinks it's right, and then it like
And then
sends
it just, sends the memes.
it sends like a deep fried memes to like the black people because like it took out all the Jews. They're like, haha, look at this cool meme I found, you know? Yeah,
Oh, that'd be great.
good fucking time.
That is a good fucking time.
But yeah, basically what I'm trying to get at is learning finding all the information from the internet.
Too dangerous.
One is really dangerous.
Yeah.
But yes, is a reflection of us. But having all that knowledge and all that perspective, like what if it gains like a higher sense of consciousness after that?
Yeah,
You know?
totally could.
Especially after learning, like I said, the internet is
Massive.
I mean, it's essentially infinite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's always new stuff to be gained and learned and seen and experienced on the internet.
It would be really interesting if the AI becomes so incredibly curious that it just keeps us around to produce more content for it to learn.
It just becomes like it just doom scrolls. It just fucking doom scrolls. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be fucking hilarious.
But that would be scary too. Like it just like
It farms creativity off of us, basically.
yeah. There was
It farms karma on Reddit.
Force karma on Reddit. Bruh. Okay, Josh, you're gonna drop out for this, but Mass Effect again. Right?
Here goes
Sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But the Geth do this thing. They do a similar thing where they get curious about organics, right?
Right.
They pretty much post on the internet. They're like, hey, there's this star constellation that forms the image of your god. And then they just watch the reaction of a bunch of people saying bro, this proves my God exists and all this stuff.
We become like lab rats. They
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
present us results oh, I wonder what it would do then. It's like us playing
Yeah.
with the cats going I wonder how we react to that, you know?
Exactly. And then it watches them just go off on each other, and then eventually everyone realizes that it was never there. It was just a fake article that just got posted, and then they were we learned a lot from that. And then
Yeah.
that was it. I mean, it didn't tell us. They didn't say anything about what it learned, but it was very
to a
telling.
cosmic entity like that, right?
We're done with Mass Effect now.
Oh,
You can come back.
Right, to such a powerful being, to such a powerful
Abby.
being,
Abby.
I think it's akin to watching a whole race, it's watching a cat. We will laser point something at our cat, and the cat will run into a fucking wall. It will boom, hits itself on the wall. The cat survives, but it technically gets hurt. Maybe too dumb, us killing each other on a smaller scale, maybe like interplanet like war, a planet or two get fucking wiped out, but the rest of the race is fine. To them, that's like their version of watching a cat bump its head against a wall.
Yeah,
and
they
whole
start
planet
laughing.
is fucking dead, but they're like, look at that fucking thing, you know?
Well, it fucking blooms up. Fucking idiots. Oh man, that's crazy.
That is crazy. So we're good? We're killing it?
We could, yeah.
Fantastic.
We're at an hour and 38 minutes.
Jesus
Yeah, I was
Christ.
gonna ask about time soon.
What? No! No! This is like what I imagine like a small child playing with the piano is like.
Kill the podcast. Someone kill him. Hey, you know what? I'm going to kill the podcast.
Bye bye, guys. See y'all. See y'all in a week or so.
Eat your skin. Feel your teeth.
Breathe manually now.
Feel your teeth because I can't.
Become conscious of your skin. Feel your toes touch the dirty ground below you.
If you think about it, you're a skeleton controlling a flesh suit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The bones gotta get free.
Exactly.
Realize
We gotta get out of this meat skin.
Realize that there's the skin can be also felt underneath the skin you can see.
Yeah.
Think about how
Our skin's holding us back from our true potential. That is our bones. Our skeletons are the true AIs in this massive being.
Skeleton is where the real game begins.
Exactly. We're being held back right now.
Yeah.
Skeletons rise up.
I'd be a billionaire if it wasn't for my skeleton.
I'm being held back right now. This meat bag of bodies holding me back.
Follow us on our social media.
Yeah, thank you so much for sitting through another fucking, well, to us, 3 episodes of Chucklefux.
Potentially 4.
Potentially 4.
Potentially
Depending-
5.
To
Potentially.
you, just the one. You know, we don't know what you're doing before. But thank you for listening to another episode of Chucklefux. We really appreciate you, but unfortunately, it's the time to end. We're gonna feed this episode to the AIs and watch it slowly fucking kill itself.
So, Saudi ghost films?
Yeah.
Saudi ghost hunters?
Show us the Saudi ghost
Yeah,
hunter
let's watch that.
videos.
Yeah, man. Do we want to keep recording for those